Chuckwagon racing officially was introduced in Cheyenne in July of 1952. The Chucks, better known as Thunder from the North, soon became a popular event at Cheyenne.
It's really quite a sport. It's an exciting sport. It's a dangerous sport. It takes a lot of skill, takes a big investment, a lot of horses, but it's exciting. And it just seems like horse racing, fast horses, and rodeos go together.
Experience just one Chuckwagon race. It will leave a lifelong impression. The Thunder out of the North is Chuckwagon racing. It's a competition that carries over from the days of the Old West, when the ranchers used to compete with each other just for the fun of it.
They tell the story that originally this was the different ranch outfits. You know, they'd get the old Chuckwagon going and they'd race into town for beer, or they'd race somewhere else. And at the cattle roundups, they also say it was a lot of the Chuckwagon outfits that did race to get into town, that sort of a thing.
Chuckwagon racing consists of two outriders, the man with a stove and the man in the front who's going to hold this team of 4 thoroughbred horses together. Once the stove is on the back of the Chuckwagon, the race is off. The other outrider helps the horses to stay together as they turn the barrels. They turn in a figure 8 on the infield, then roar past the grandstand in pursuit of $80,000 in prize money. The driver, the wagon, the horses, they all become one. And one of the finest of the drivers is 64-year-old Orville Strangquist, who appreciates what his horses do to lead him to victory.
They've got to want to turn them barrels. They love that turning the barrels just as much as we do. And it's in your blood. You've got to try. And there's nobody, I don't think, out there scared, but it wouldn't be no good to if you were out there afraid. It's a thrill. Even if you're tipping over or something, it's still a thrill.
The thrill of Cheyenne Frontier Days, the wagon, the driver, the horses, all waiting the sound of the gun. A thundering herd of wild horses, running free in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. But for 1 week every year, the man in green, Harry Vold, rounds up these wild horses. He brings them up to Cheyenne for the wildest race known to man. Each year during the Cheyenne Frontier Days celebration, cowboys have the opportunity to try to tame these wild horses. It's a job that requires absolute concentration.
We knock everything else out of our mind, women, whatever. We knock it out of our mind and we think wild horse racing. We think of what other horses have done, what we might have to do this time, and then we go after it.
A saddle, a couple of cowboys, a couple of wild horses. We're ready for a wild horse race. We just need someone to start it. It seems so simple. Just simply put a saddle on the back of your horse. Ask him to hold still for a moment. This is obviously going to be a test of skill and of luck.
Your first part of your wild horse race is all your skill. After you get on, you got to be lucky to get around, and that makes sure no other horses come back around, turn you back, and make you come the wrong way. That's your lucky part.
Once you've saddled your horse, all you need to do is hold on. Yes, sometimes you hold on for dear life. So you've taken a little fall. So your horse has stepped on your head. You better get up. Your friends have paid hundreds of dollars for you to get on the back of this friendly horse and ride around the track. That's the rules of the wild horse race. Get up, Mike. Why would you get up after having had the bell rung once? Why would you get up? Because you were still a little goofy when you started down the track.
Wild horse race, you got to get her done. Your buddies will give you heck if you don't.
So your horse stepped on you. You have to go once around the track. It's a 1 mile track. Did I remember to tell you these horses don't know north from south?
You fear, another horse bucking into you or going under somebody's rope, tangling up, falling, but well, when you're out there, that adrenaline starts flowing, and that's all she wrote.
Did he say she? Meet 3 young nurses from Cheyenne, determined to ride these wild horses.
To have fun. It's fun out there. It's an adrenaline rush. That's all there is to it.
North, guys, north!
Today, our nurses have a beautiful paint horse to ride. But as man has learned many years ago, that which is beautiful is not always easy to tame. And just because you whisper sweet nothings in a horse's ear doesn't mean that horse is going to like you. We have another beautiful paint. However, the paint pulls away. Nurse Trudy Kaiser holds on for dear life. That wild horse is dragging her right back to the hospital where she works. Trudy, why did you hold on?
Why? We wanted to ride him. He slowed down and then he took off faster. That's when I lost him. I thought I'd hang on to him. If I could hang on to him till he slowed down. But he didn't slow down after he did for a second, and he took off again.
Yes, many a cowboy has tried to hold on to convince his horse to give him just a little ride. The winner is the one who gets his horse to go all the way around the track and cross the finish line first. And while he's collecting his winnings, there's someone else who's just now getting started. The Cheyenne Frontier Days Wild Horse Race. It truly is an adventuresome return to the Wild West.